you want to start, if you have already done a couple of these this morning, starting a little bit late, just do whatever feels good right now. We'll do all the rest of our stuff, but little hip opener, forward flexion. And we'll go to down dog. Stretch out those calves, shoulders. Let's bring it into a low lunge. Down here, stretch. You can lift that arm up for some spinal twist. If you want to just stay down here and stretch the hip flexors. We're gonna do some lunges today. All right, switch it. Switch again. Switch it. And then let's go forward fold. So feet together, put that bend in the knees. Come on up and quad stretch. So we're gonna do some squats and presses. We're gonna alternate our press. We're gonna pivot a little bit on the foot. Back lunges and curls. If you don't wanna do lunges, I'll have you do something else. I do wanna do some side lunges today, different kind of side lunge. And then some kettlebell swing. It'll be a single arm. You can use your dumbbell. You don't need a kettlebell. But if you have a kettlebell, cool. All right, let's do these hamstrings today where you kind of swoop and then open up that chest, arms back, stretch those hamstrings. Good, let's get about 5 or so on each side. Open up that chest. Awesome, spinal twist. And then let's put that thigh band on. Let's warm up our glutes. I'm using a little bit easier thigh band today. My hip's not happy, I guess, sitting on planes. So I'm using something a little lighter. Right, always a modification. You don't have to wear a band. All right, we're gonna start with some just basic squats. Back, the knees can come a little forward. Just warming up knees, glutes. All right, we're gonna do wide stance, monster walk, wide stance, forward and back. You play with it. Figure out what's gonna work your glutes. Do you need to be a little straighter, a little bit more bent? Glutes. All right, let's go sideways. So we'll go maybe 5. Keep that resistance. Figure out where it needs to be. Or tight. Woo. All right, we're gonna do some standing clamshells. So it doesn't have to be anything like too much. It's just hip forward, hip outer like a clamshell. Not a whole lot of range of motion. You don't need to like twist your foot. Your foot just kind of stays there. and you work your glutes. Good, other side. Glutes. Good, feet together. Press. Okay, so then now we're gonna do our monster walks. So we're gonna go in and out. In and out, monster walk. Bring it together. Step forward, step back. All right, while you guys are just hanging out, listening to me, just give me a little bit of penguin, right? Where we're just going kind of side to side, keep activating those glutes. I'm gonna tell you real quick. So we're gonna need weights to do alternating press. We're gonna go squat and press like that. We're gonna do lunge and curl. All right, and then we're gonna do some side to side lunge. I'm gonna hold 2 free weights. You can hold 1. And then single arm kettlebell swing. You can use a regular weight, or if you have a kettlebell, get that. All right, so we'll go 3 rounds. If you want to go a little lighter your first round, that's always kind of a getting to know this exercise. Then you can go up in weight. If you're ready to rock and roll, grab the weights. All right. So the first one is we're gonna get a nice, just normal squat, pivot, and press. So we've done these before. Keep those weights on the shoulders. Keep the core tight. You pivot that little foot, go ahead and start. And then take your band off. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you that. I don't think I did. Make sure your band is off because we have to do lunges and then we're doing side lunges and that it's not gonna work if you have a band on. So make sure your band's off. All right, so that was our 50 seconds. I might change it to be a little longer. We're gonna go back lunge and bicep curl. So alternating back lunge and curl. Now you can make sure you're alternating your legs. Now if you want to, you can lunge and curl at the bottom. I think it makes it a little harder. If it feels better to you and on your knees to lunge and curl at the top, do that. Remember to alternate. And if it doesn't feel good on the knees, you don't need to go so low. You could just do a little back step and then curl. So you don't have to go as deep. It is a life skill, right? We need to be able to do this in life. So I would recommend at least doing that part. The knees are really, really hurting. You are welcome to do plie and curl. If lunges are not your thing today. All right, good. Go ahead, put your weights down because I know sometimes we go back to back and it's our grippy muscles that give out first. And then that'll give me time to show you the next exercise. This one's a little funky. So you get wide stance, toes out. You're gonna go side lunge, swoop to the other side, and then stand up. Side lunge, stand up. So you go down, across, up, and then you're trying to start on the other side, across, and up. And if the 2 weights aren't working and it's too weird, you can put the weight down. And you could always, for the next round, hold a heavier weight If you have a kettlebell, you can hold that. Make sure you're coming up. I don't want to be down forward flexion for too long, okay? You want to come up. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna go kettlebell swing, one weight. Now, if this is when you have a kettlebell, you can use it. You're gonna switch arms. So I'm gonna have my dumbbell. The idea is we're doing that kettlebell swing, right? So it's like you hinge back, let your chest come forward. It's not just a squat like this, right? We're not squatting. We're hinging for the kettlebell swing. All right, rest. Okay, so now you know that circuit. Figure out if you want to go heavier. And then we're gonna do it again. I need a sec to fix my timer. So, especially for those of us that I know you personally, we need to go heavy, okay? I want to make sure that you have good form. But you know, we go off time just because it's Zoom and it's easier for me. But make sure if you get start counting your reps. If you get to 10 reps and you're like, that was too easy, it's time to go heavier or get some heavier reps. Minus the kettlebell swings, right? Yes, want to go heavy, but that's a little technical. Okay, grab those weights for squat and alternating press. Go slow and control. If you want, count those reps. This one, because we are doing single arm, you might get to about 8. So make sure it's heavy enough where you're getting fatigued. Good, go ahead and put the weights down. Let's stretch. You know, if you just stretch your grippies. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab those weights. We got our back lunges and bicep curls. So grab those weights. Curl at the bottom or at the top. You choose. Rest your grippies. And then we're gonna do that weird side to side lunge. All right, so with your one weight or those 2 weights, get wide. Core tight. Stick your booty back. These look good. This one I was a little worried because it's funky but you guys are doing great. Let's go just for a few more seconds, All right, go ahead and rest and then grab, but if you did a different weight, and we're gonna do those kettlebell single arm swings. All righty, so your dumbbell or a kettlebell, single arm, switch it at the top. So hopefully you guys can hear me. My screen on my end is frozen. I can hear my internet thinking. So I got your time. Hopefully you can hear me. But I can. And rest. Okay, am I frozen, you guys? You can see me? Okay, my screen on me is totally frozen. I can see you guys see me.
You are frozen, but we can hear you.
Hear me? Okay, okay, yeah. I don't really know what to do. So my internet is frozen, but if you can hear me, that's great. So we're gonna start all over again. Good thing is you know what we were doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you started. Let's go get a grab some water. I'm gonna stop my video and start it again and see if that helps. Yeah, I think my whole screen is frozen. All right. Okay, guys, there we go. Let's go ahead and last round, grab those dumbbells, and we got our squat and alternating press. All righty. Sit that butt back. Keeping that core tight. Looks good. All right, so if you need to put those weights down to rest, then we got our back lunges and curls. Curl at the bottom or curl at the top. Okay, let's rest. Rest your grips if you need to. All right, we got our side lunge. Sweep at the bottom. Come on up. Remember to breathe. Feel those inner thighs. Push through that heel. When you stand up. Awesome. All right, let's get our weight for those single arm kettlebell swings. Dumbbell or kettlebell. Hinge. Hinge. Hinge that booty back. And then, yep. And then just to your like shoulder or face height, okay? It doesn't have to go higher than that. Hinge. Chest goes to the ground. Yep. Bend those knees, but keep them that kind of angle and then thrust up. Couple more, couple more. All right, good, good, good. Okay, so we're gonna need a weight to do a skull crusher on the floor. So like when we're laying down on the ground, you can do your one weight or two weights to work those triceps, and then go ahead and grab that band. If you're using one, put a band on. We're gonna do just some hip lifts and probably more clamshells. When you're ready, just meet me in your bridge. So on the floor, one vertebrae at a time up. Squeeze those glutes, meet me in that bridge. Push through those heels. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that weight, that one dumbbell or the two, we'll put them together and get our skull crusher, tricep extensions, lay on the floor. Give me a bridge while you're doing those triceps. So just hold your bridge. Just keep your butt up there. And again, you can do those two weights and they can go next to your temples and come up. You can do the one weight or tight, your butt's up. Keep those weights together or that one weight over your chest. Hold that weight over the chest together at the top. And now up and down with the butt, up and down with your butt. Now hold your booty up there. Those weights are still over your chest. Now in and out with your knees, in and out with your knees. Open, shut, slow, open, shut. Keep your butt up, open and close. The booty should start getting tired. Keep those weights over your chest. 10 more seconds. Try to fill in your glutes. All right, at this point, put your butt down. And then put the weights, make sure that the weights are wherever they are, that you kind of put them down gently next to you because you don't want to just go like this and then something funky happen in your shoulder. All right, roll it over. Let's get some clamshells. Core is tight. Feeling our booty. You want to make sure you're kind of pausing for that second. Belly tight. other side. Good. All right. Let's go back to our bridge. Grab our weights for our triceps. Make sure you have that resistance going out with your band. Push through your heels. Booty up. All right, go ahead and put those weights over your chest. And now we're gonna go up, out, in, down with your booty. Up, out, in. Core tight, leave those weights over your chest. Slow. Now leave the booty up and in and out, in and out. Keep that butt up, in and out, nice and slow. Don't drop your butt. Keep those weights over your chest, in and out. All right, nice and easy, booty down, put the weights down. Meet me on your side again. We're not gonna do the clamshell. Hopefully your band's gonna let you have a little bit of movement, just up and down, a little movement. All right, hopefully that was enough. Let's do the same thing other side. Slow and control. I know it's hard when you have a tight band. You're kind of like, ugh, ugh, but just try your best to go slow. All right, let's go to all fours. So on your hands and your knees, I'll give you a second. You need to fix your band. And then we're gonna go bent leg, like we do on Wednesdays, just our bent leg lift with that band on, nice and slow. If you need to take your band off, go for it. Check your stabilizing knee. Is your hip dropped? Is it moving inward? Be stable. Heel to the ceiling. You're welcome to go to your elbows. Whoop, there went my band. All right, let's do the other leg. All right, we're gonna finish today with plank. We're gonna work the core. We're gonna work our shoulders. I guess elbows too, right? All right, so we still got that band on. Jump those feet apart. Feet apart. Core tight. Last exercise, nice and strong. Glutes are tight. Quads are tight. Core is tight. You're breathing. You're relaxing your traps, right? Put it in like your pecs, your shoulders. Your body's working. Just try to take it out like by your neck. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's gonna beep on us, but we're not done. Keep going, keep going. I don't see anybody even shaking. We'll go for 5. All right, awesome. Okay, stretch back. And since you still got that band on, if you want to do a little cat and cow, and then take that band off, and you do anything else besides any stretching, try to do your pigeon.